When it comes to holding history in your hands, you can't get better than this historic banknote from the era of the last Russian Tsar, Nicholas II. So what we have here is a 100 rubles banknote from Russia, dated 1910. And before we get into the nitty-gritty of the banknote itself, let's just admire the beautiful artwork of this lovely oversized banknote, which along with the 500 ruble banknote was probably the pinnacle of banknote printing. The amazing borders and engraving and etching that's going into the imagery here, and the symbolism, is a complete work of art in itself. We've got the Russian imperial two-headed eagle, monograms, leaves, fruits, and other design elements. It really does evoke the splendour and grandeur of that period. The artistry that went into this is phenomenal. Just look at the reverse side here. It's amazing. Back then, this note would have had roughly the same spending power as $4,000 in today's currency. So when the Russian Revolution happened in 1917, the upper class and aristocracy just took their money and left the country, fearing that if the system could collapse overnight, as it did, so would the value of their money. Now when you hold a note like this outside of Russia, then you're holding a banknote that somehow made it out of the country during that fractious time. Maybe smuggled out in the lining of a coat or briefcase, in a shoe or a hat. So if this banknote could talk, I'm sure it would have a fascinating story to tell. So we've already mentioned some of the design elements, like the imperial two-headed eagle, the ornate border of the leaves and fruit, and Nicholas II's imperial monogram. The text in the center here translates to State Credit Ticket 100 rubles. This section just here basically says that this note is backed by the gold standard and will pay out gold coins if handed in. It also has an interesting footnote that says counterfeiters are subject to the exclusion of all rights and will receive 1 week hard labour. Turning it over, we have this amazing design. Catherine the Great is in the centre there. She was the last Empress of Russia and reigned from 1762 to 1796. Her official cause of death was confirmed as a stroke. During her reign, she was married to Peter III of Russia. However, it wasn't a marriage made in heaven, and so she had many affairs with other men, and when Peter died in 1762, she never remarried. I only mentioned this as this man here with a cloth around his waist, holding a sword with a wreath at its handle, could well symbolise one of her many lovers. On this side of the note is her imperial monogram. We have other design elements and numerical denominations. On the far right here, we've got this white space. And when we shine a light under it, we can see the watermark of Queen Catherine just there. Let's take a few more moments to admire the workmanship that has gone into the design of this banknote. As this is so big, you may be able to see these 4 fold marks here. There is one going across the centre there. This is probably how they would have folded the note to make them more manageable back in the day. And it's certainly the biggest note in my collection, especially when you compare it to this one here, which is my smallest, from China. So what are your thoughts on this particular specimen? Do you have one in your collection? If you do, let me know in the comment section below. Right, that's it for this one. Please subscribe for more content like this. Give the video a big thumbs up. And until the next one, bye for now.